Right now at noon, April snow in southern Wisconsin. The First Warn Weather Team is tracking the totals and when we can expect it to stop. Plus, the results from last night's primary are in, what the voters voted for across Wisconsin, what failed to pass on the ballot. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us today at noon. I'm Josh Breiter. We start with a live look outside and First Warn weather as more snow is moving through Wisconsin today. This after already getting several inches through the overnight hours. So how much more snow can we expect and when is this going to be over with? First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka is on the weather patio with your certified most accurate forecast. Boy, it is like moving concrete. It is so heavy, Kelly.
It is heavy. I almost broke the shovel when I was trying to scrape it off this on the patio here, but very heavy snow that we had a lot of liquid in it. Thankfully, most of it is just about done with. Just some flurries right now. I'm getting some blow off from the roof above me because of those winds, but we will see some snow showers here and there. Any accumulation, additional accumulation for this afternoon would be minor. It's mainly going to be the gusty winds that'll be up there out of the north at 40 miles per hour. That'll continue throughout the afternoon into the evening. But as you can see on our radar, the more steady snows is pushed down to the south, basically south of the Illinois border. We can still expect some snow showers and flurries, but once again, any accumulation would be minor. And of course, temperatures are above freezing, so the roads have improved tremendously from where they were earlier today. This is our snow. Well, I just passed it, but we are looking at some wind gusts right now at 17 miles per hour, sustained winds here in Madison. So it is a breezy noon hour. This is what I want to show you, our snow vision. This is what our radar estimate is. Now, I think some of this is probably overdoing it, but you can see about 4 to 8 inches of snow. And actually, Madison saw some of the heavier snows, especially on the west side. We're nearly 8 inches, and we'll have some of those snowfall totals coming up here in about 15 minutes. But it is breezy out here. We do have these winds out of the north that continue to blow the snow on my head here coming off the roof of the studio. We'll see when this will come to an end. We do have another snow shower chance coming our way tomorrow. We'll talk more about it coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Well, this sudden surge of winter weather is causing several delays and closings for local schools. At this hour, there are about 10 school closings or delays in the News 3 Now viewing area. They are scrolling at the bottom of your screen and also on channel3000.com. For the latest list, just click the banner at the top of the homepage. Here's what you can expect from the Madison Streets Division moving forward. City plows head out after 3 or more inches of snow hits the ground and the storm is over. Madison will start with salting routes, then residential streets aren't salted and don't get plowed in any particular order. Everywhere should get plowed, but it could take up to 16 hours. Here's a look at the current road conditions across Wisconsin and the area using the Wisconsin's DOT 511 map. The purple and pink lines, that means conditions are slippery, while green means good driving. This is looking much better from what we were showing you on News 3 Now this morning, so improving driving conditions. As the snow continues to fall today, you can track it for yourself with the First Warn Weather and Traffic app. If you don't have it, all you have to do is search for Channel 3000 Weather in your app store. Right now, a warning to those of you who live in the town of Westport. Boil water advisory is in effect in the farm and the prairie developments. Bishop's Bay's water system experienced a loss of pressure today due to a contractor accidentally closing a valve. We're told everything has been repaired. The valve has been turned back on and pressure is restored. Please see the town of Westport's website for a list of impacted streets. And now to the results of last night's primary in Wisconsin. Let's start with the candidates running for president. No surprises here. On the Democrats' side, the Associated Press calling Wisconsin for President Biden shortly after the polls closed at 8 o'clock last night. Same goes for Republicans. Former President Trump also declared the winner shortly after the polls closed. Also on the ballot, 2 measures with the potential to amend the state's constitution. The issues were raised by conservatives over how the 2020 election was handled. The first of these measures, should private companies be forbidden from contributing to the running of elections operations in the state. As you can see, Wisconsinites voted in favor here, 54.4% to 45.6%. The second question, should only legally appointed elections officials be allowed to perform election-related tasks? This measure also passed, and by an even wider margin than the first one. As a result, both amendments will become part of the state constitution. There were several school referendums on the ballot in Dane County. In McFarland, the referendum failed. District officials had previously said if the referendum didn't pass, they may need to increase class sizes and/or lower staff wages and benefits. Marshall Schools voters rejected using $5 million there in bonds to pay for security improvements and other specific facility needs. And next up is an operational referendum in Stoughton with 86% of precincts reporting most voters are in favor of raising the levy limit by about $6 million. Voters in Wisconsin Heights School District approved the referendum there would allow the district to continue to operate at its current capacity. Well, all of the results are posted right now to channel3000.com. You'll find everything from school board races to the presidential primary. Just click on the elections results banner at the top of the page. Well, still ahead for us on this Wednesday afternoon, why Spam is showing appreciation for fans, plus how much Costco is now offering to members for a weight loss program that includes access to prescription drugs.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
2 iconic rock bands, one night of history. The Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship. Live on Cloud 9 Tour. Saturday, May 25th, Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. All the hits. All the history. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. For the first time ever, the Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship, together.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
Forbes has released its list of the world's richest billionaires for 2024. Head of the French luxury conglomerate LVMH, Bernard Arnault, whose holdings include Louis Vuitton and Sephora, topped the list with a net worth of $233 billion. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos were numbers 2 and 3, with Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, and Bill Gates also among the top 10. Costco is now offering a weight loss program to members that includes access to GLP-1 prescription drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy. The program is accessible through the Warehouse Club's healthcare marketplace, Sesame. Costco members can sign up for the service for about $179 for 3 months and have consultations with clinicians who can write prescriptions. And Spam showing its appreciation for fans in Hawaii with special edition packaging. According to the company, no other state state consumes as much Spam as Hawaii does. The company has partnered with a local artist to create a collector's can, which includes an image of the state flower, the yellow hibiscus. The company says it has sent nearly $1 million in funding and products to Maui after last year's devastating and deadly wildfires. The collector's can is available at retailers in Hawaii, the Spam Museum in Austin, Minnesota, and online. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Carissa Lawson.
At the noon hour, here's the latest stock report. We're in the green on this Wednesday. The Dow up 56 points, NASDAQ up 74, and the S&P 500 up 15. Our call for action volunteers are in the building today, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking the snow and when it moves out in the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company stops by to answer your plant and garden questions.
What can our foam do for your home?
Incredible comfort, no matter what the weather.
Incredible savings, because your AC is going to run so much less.
It even reduces outside noise and allergens.
No matter what kind of cheap insulation you already have, our foam will go right over it.
Incredible. And spring is the time for incredible deals. So we're matching the $1,200 tax credit with a $1,200 discount.
USA Insulation.
Get your best night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhafels. Queen Tempur-Pedic mattresses start at only $52 per month with Steinhafels 60-month financing. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Upgrade your sleep with the Tempur-Pedic Ergo Smart Base powered by Sleep Tracker AI. This base automatically responds to snoring by raising your head, giving you a better, more restful night's sleep. Get the Ergo Smart Base and mattress for just $94 per month. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
Are you suffering with neck pain, back pain, or sciatica due to disc-related conditions? You may have tried drugs, spinal injections, or physical therapy just to find out it didn't help. You're not alone. The problem is that some of those treatments focus on symptom relief, but may not address the underlying disc problem. As a result of injury or overuse, the discs may bulge, herniate, or degenerate over time. Our therapies are highly successful and reduce pain associated with those conditions and may help you avoid neck or back surgery. At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we'll design a treatment program using the latest in pain-relieving therapies, including non-surgical spine decompression, Pro Adjuster 360 computerized technology, laser therapy, and more. Visit our website or call to schedule a complimentary consultation.
Flip your life with Tariq El Moussa.
I struggled with addiction, two-time cancer survivor. The only way to make it better is to get to work on a better future.
Plus, financial advice fit for Gen Z.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. Campaign 2024 is heating up in battleground Wisconsin, and News 3 Now is bringing you complete team coverage throughout this crucial election year. From the candidates to the issues that matter to you, the voters. Campaign 2024 on News 3 Now, moving forward. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Well, spring in Wisconsin, Pam, we shouldn't be surprised, right?
I guess not. Absolutely. I actually looked back at some weather records and found out that on April 3rd, places like Lancaster, Wisconsin suffered through the wettest day of the calendar year. I mean, there are a couple different things that pop to mind as far as the weather and what we're living with today. My deepest sympathies and concerns to folks that are up the Fox Valley, though. I've heard from family members, heard from agribusinesses. One of the major providers up there, Wisconsin Public Services, having problems getting the lights back on, and it's going on 17 hours. People have been without power. That's impacting, I know of feed mills that are being impacted. Of course, you've got to think about all the cheese plants, food processing processors up and down the Fox Valley, not the least of which, of course, are all the farms that depend on the grid to keep those animals comfortable and fed and milked. So it's a story that I'm kind of keeping an eye on and working to find out what's happening behind the scenes. We got a little bit more information from our state veterinarian, Dr. Darlene Conkle, today about the highly pathogenic avian influenza situation that impacted dairy cows in Texas, New Mexico, and Kansas. Then we saw that there were some of those cows that got transported to Michigan, tested positive. Basically, the bottom line is for consumers, you have nothing to be concerned about. Conkle quick to point out that pasteurization of milk kills any of the pathogens that we'd be looking at, and cooking meat does the same. But for our dairy producers, really anybody that owns livestock, including cats and dogs, you need to be vigilant about biosecurity. I know it's tough when we've got so much mud and snow around, but trying to make sure that you're cleaning your feet off when you're going from barn to barn, that you're making sure if you're using gloves, you're changing them out. Just thinking biosecurity. Don't let just anybody on the farm walking through. They contracted it through birds, they believe, but again, moving it around from farm to farm is still very possible. So let's do our best to watch the biosecurity measures if we can. And believe me, I know it's tough. Today in Chicago, the barrel cheese dropped 1/4 cent to $1.45. 40-pound block cheese was down 1/2 at $1.44. Double A butter 2 cents higher at $2.94 a pound. But it is perplexing, Josh. Like I said, I'm not sure that the storm is entirely to blame for all the power outages that are going up and down the Fox Valley. But like I said, for dairy farms or any farm, any home, you don't have a backup generator and you're going on 16 hours of sitting in the dark, it's an issue.
Yeah, those inconsistencies not helping at all either there. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting couple of days. We know the light's at the end of the tunnel, right? If we can just get through the next couple of days, we're going to be just fine.
It's very true. In a big hurry, we'll be just fine.
We got to stay positive. All right, Pam, good to see you. Thank you.
See you later, kiddo.
Well, let's get a look at that certified most accurate forecast now. First Warm meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio.
Yeah, most of the snow that we had this morning is pretty much ended now. We still can expect some flurries and occasionally get a snow shower passing through. One thing we're dealing with is some wind, and I'm getting some of the snow blow off from the top of the roof here at Channel 3. Right now, though, we do have the snow. You can see the fresh coating of snow in Platteville. Queen Bee Radio Skycam showing that few inches of snow that they saw over there. We saw a little bit more in the Madison area. Right now, we just have cloudy skies. 36 is all we can do today, but that's going to actually help melt the snow. It's been constantly melting throughout the morning hours, so the roads really basically just wet. And I'm sure even those secondary roads, the neighborhood roads, those will be melting pretty quickly as well. I do have a forecast low of 30, but I think for the most part, we should be above freezing most of tonight. Here are some of the snowfall reports across southern Wisconsin. You go to the northeast, that's where we had some of the higher reports. 8 inches in Horicon. Of course, in western or southern parts of Dane County into Rock and Greene County, we did have about 6-7 inches of snow as well. Here at the station, just under 7 inches, what I recorded, in Beaver Dam and Shorewood Hills, picking up 6 inches of snow as well. And you can see that in Fitchburg as well. So pretty common to see between 5 and about 7 inches of snow across parts of Dane County. A little lesser amounts as you go down to the south. In Janesville, about 3.5. But yeah, it was coming down at a pretty good clip. Martha took this photo. Kind of looked what our patio looked like yesterday when that snow was just blanketing southern Wisconsin with visibilities down to 1/4 mile. This was in Middleton. Right now, just a few flurries wrapping into parts of eastern areas of the state. Do have some snow showers there along the Mississippi River, but actually on the bluffs of the Mississippi near La Crosse, we did have reports of 14 inches of snow. Of course, that'll be melting pretty quickly. Right now, Doppler track just indicating a few flurries here in the Madison area, and that's going to improve. The road conditions continue to improve with the snow melt temperatures well above freezing, so that's not a concern. What is a concern are some of these wind gusts to 40 miles per hour. Some of these snow is sticking to these trees, could be bringing down some of those limbs and causing some power outages. There will be another batch of snow that'll be coming in later tonight through tomorrow morning that may be affecting the commute early tomorrow morning. We'll show you that coming up. Wind gusts, so that's going to be a factor. Wind gusts 35, 40 miles per hour throughout the afternoon into the early evening hours before starting to come down as we get closer to midnight. So here's that storm system bringing in this bulk of this cool air right across the Great Lakes states. It's actually colder in the Great Lakes states than it is in parts of Canada. But that will thankfully be sliding out in the east. We'll get into a milder weather pattern going into the weekend. We do have another system that's going to come in. It looks like later Sunday into Monday. Not as cold as the last one, but it will likely bring us some showers as we close out the weekend into early next week. Here's what we're looking at as far as snowfall additionally. Now, I think once again, we will get a little bit of a surge of some snow coming in later tonight toward tomorrow morning that may produce upwards of an inch of snow. Otherwise, just minor accumulation for the rest of today. Just kind of nuisance flurries, snow showers today into this evening. I think most of tonight will actually be dry. It really won't be until we get till 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Another batch of snow arrives. Temperatures generally at or above freezing for most of the night, and actually will warm up closer to 40 tomorrow, so some of that may change over to some rain showers tomorrow afternoon. Will continue to melt a lot of the snow. All right, 34 in Madison, 36 in Janesville, it's 33 in Watertown. Across Dane County, 34 in Sauk City, everybody above freezing, so that'll continue to melt that snow on those roads. Winds, though, gusting up to 40 miles per hour. Chance of some of that morning snow changing to some rain tomorrow. We'll be in the 40s with sun on Friday, 50 on Saturday. Another chance for some rain showers. This is more typical April showers next week with 60s.
I'm looking forward to more typical April weather, Kelly. Thank you.
You bet.
Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with a suggestion on what to do with a popular vegetable that's in season.
You know, springtime is a great time to take advantage of one of the best produce buys at the market. Yep, I'm talking about asparagus. And although we can find it on and off throughout the year, now's the perfect time to pick some up while it's at its peak, and it's so darn reasonable. When you bring it home, keep it in the fridge standing up in an inch or so of water. And when you're ready to use it, simply hold it like this and snap off the woody end. Then we can roast it with a little olive oil, grill it indoors or out, or if you're a traditionalist like me, I like to simmer it in a bit of salted water just until it's tender. Just make sure you don't overcook it. Now all we have to do is drain it, place it on a platter, and in the same skillet, we melt some butter and stir in some lemon juice, freshly grated lemon zest, and some chopped chives. It's so simple, yet when you spoon this combo over the freshly blanched asparagus, your taste buds will be very happy. Between the freshness of the lemon, the snap of the asparagus, and the richness from the butter, get ready to say, hello, spring. To get the recipe for our lemon chive asparagus, all you have to do is go to our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a fresh springtime kind of way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Well, let's keep the food going. Next at noon, Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council is here to show us some beef recipes perfect for spring.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Need to refresh your kitchen? Get an 11% rebate on the whole project at Menards. And add the finishing touch with your 11% rebate. How will you spend your rebate?
Save big money at Menards.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U, get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
What's your lawn care plan for the summer? Having a Maple Leaf lawn care maintenance program means a better looking lawn and more free time for you. Check our website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Welcome back. Angie Horkett from the Wisconsin Beef Council is here, and I know it's not feeling like spring outside, but you're going to help give us a little inspiration here.
Right. Hopefully my springy recipes will bring the spring weather back.
Bring that sunshine in, please.
Right. Well, it's supposed to be spring.
Yes.
I don't know. So I've got a couple recipes. The first one using asparagus. So super easy beef and asparagus toss. It's like 20-minute recipe.
That's great.
Which I love in the spring. Because I always feel like I should be outside, like raking the yard or
you want to take advantage, yes, for sure.
It's really quick, really easy. So I browned a pound of lean ground beef, and I just did a little shallot. You could do 2 large shallots, or sub in some red onion if you don't want to go out and buy shallots, and then a little garlic. Brown that up. I used a ground sirloin, so I don't have any drippings in my pan. So this is 10 minutes in. Same time, cook some pasta. This is bow tie pasta, what it calls for. So when you boil your pasta, set your timer for 3 minutes less than what the box says, because in the last 3 minutes, throw in your asparagus and blanch it.
Oh, perfect.
And then drain them both at the same time. Done.
Makes it easy.
Yep. So got the cooked pasta, less dishes, which I
like
love.
that as well.
Yep. Fresh asparagus blanched there for 3 minutes. Okay, and that's it. So kind of stir this up. There's no sauce or anything. You can put some salt and pepper in too, but with the flavor of the beef and the little garlic, the onion, and then your asparagus, it's really good. It's really light, really fresh. You don't have a heavy sauce or anything to worry about.
Perfect for spring. I like that.
Perfect for spring. And then top this with some great Wisconsin shredded fresh Parmesan.
Of course, you have to have that.
Well, you gotta have the cheese, right? Okay, super easy 20-minute meal.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
Now, lettuce wraps. So I picked a couple lettuce wraps too, because I think that just screams spring.
It really does.
So this lettuce wraps use steak. So it uses a flat iron steak, but you could use any steak. A top sirloin would be perfect, or even a premium steak if you want, but you don't have to. A little more economical steak is good. Marinate the flat iron for like 30 minutes in this sauce. It's gonna do double duty. So I put half of it on the steak, half on the lettuce wraps. So it's soy sauce, a little minced garlic, hoisin, the juice of 1 orange, and then some orange zest, some green onions. That's about it. A little crushed red pepper for a little heat.
There you go.
Okay, then I've got this kind of grilled pineapple salsa. So I grilled pineapple, fresh pineapple. I just did it inside of my grill pan, right on my stove.
That's easy.
Because why go outside and do your grill?
Yes.
Or you could just even, you wouldn't even have to grill it, but do it like in a cast iron pan too, just kind of heat it up. Then it's got some more green onion in there, some red pepper, some cilantro, some fresh mushroom, which is a little different, chopped mushroom.
That sounds good.
And then pickled ginger that you can buy right in the
So
supermarket.
then you can dress the
and then
wraps there.
kind of do that. Really fresh. This pineapple salsa is
Love
like
the color.
amazing.
That's always good. Getting that protein in there too.
Protein, yeah. Okay, the asparagus toss has 41 grams of protein per serving.
That's great.
This one I don't remember, but it's got a lot.
With the steak, it's great.
Yeah, a little bit of the fresh orange juice, hoisin, soy sauce.
Oh, that looks great. All right, where
Okay.
can people get the recipes?
Beeftips.com is the Wisconsin Beef Council website. Right on the homepage, click on As Seen on TV. You'll find these, plus some other great ones, perfect for this spring weather we're having.
I can't wait to dig in. Angie, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's go to Kelly now with the final look at the forecast.
Yeah, it's not so much the snow for the rest of the afternoon. It's going to be the winds. We do have the snow on the ground and obviously some of the trees. Some of that's causing some problems on some of those trees. We will see some snow showers and flurries this afternoon. I don't really expect any more accumulation. Later tonight, we will likely see some snow. That'll be affecting tomorrow morning's commute. Alert day because of that blowing snow today. It does improve for the weekend.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great afternoon.